cannot keep me away from this place. You cannot. We back. I'm gonna switch up the order though, I think. We've had the biatch 3 times in the last 4 days. Time for a change. Don't know which one, but I'll let you know. Hey, mate, how you doing? Could I do one of the Sammy or Banter? Which one?
Sammy or Banter? Sammy probably.
Sammy? Yeah, I'll do one of those then, please. Thank you. Hello. I went for the Sammy. Let's line up across here on this bad boy. I think we've chosen pretty bloody well, gang. I just finished my agency meeting. I got an interview to see whether they want to sign me. Small boutique agency. The guys are really cool. So I'll probably find out about that tonight because of the time difference. Time difference actually playing into our hands for once. All right, this is the Sammy. No idea what's in it. I'll put it on the screen here. Do you know just how fat I would be if I lived near this place? I say that. I've had these sandwiches 3 times in the last 4 days, and I don't even live in this city. That was the one meeting I had today. The rest of my day is free in Sydney. I do need to change because I'm wearing black chinos in Australia. Warm. And then once we've changed, I need to go to the gym. And by that, I mean fall asleep on this bench for an hour and a half after eating a sandwich. Don't tell anyone about that. And then go to the gym. Because the gym is just there. And today is the last day of that month membership I got from when I moved into my cousin's room. So I might as well use it. Hello to you, sir. My word. So, change, sandwich nap, gym. And hopefully find out how the meeting went tonight. One of the things I love about these sandwiches, and I guess it would be the same with any sandwich, but it feels different with these ones, is that I come to finishing the first half and I just get so pumped that I've got a whole nother one to go. I'm excited and I'm getting fat. Needlessly loud. Hello, welcome to my office in Terrigal. I still haven't found out about the agency meeting yet, which I imagine isn't great news, but hey ho, we move. If there's one thing I'm used to in Australia, it's not getting signed. Anyway, I normally live I'm pretty tidy. I keep my room very tidy at home. Certainly while I've been traveling, you kind of got to, because I've been living out of a suitcase. It's very easy for shit to just get messy. Now, I thought I was pretty punctual in deciding what I was going to wear to the agency meeting, because annoyingly that is quite important. The state of my room when I got back last night, which I admittedly just slept in, but well, I'll just show you. It appears I actually got out everything I own. That's my suitcase. I just got out everything I own, blatantly tried it on, and then just decided, you know, I don't want to wear any of it, so left it on the floor. Now, it has to be said, that is my older brother's. Like, all that stripper stuff is all my older brother's stuff, and I'm doing laundry on my bedding, so don't give me shit for that. But this is embarrassing. Like I said, I'm normally pretty good, but so I will tidy it up. I'm going to tidy it up as soon as I stop recording this video. Yeah, we haven't heard about the how the meeting went. I felt it went pretty good. Went pretty well. It doesn't really matter how I think it went. So, we hope for the best, plan for the worst. So I'm just going to crack on as normal. Keep half an eye on my emails and just keep making stuff happen without representation. Nope, scratch that. Don't worry about what I was just saying. I've just found out. We got signed, people. We have representation in Australia. How good. Finally. Wonder what life is going to be like now. So in light of that good news, now feels like a pretty good time to explain to you just why it's so important to have an agent, and not just an agent, the right agent. And also I'll give you a bit of an insight into how the industry sort of functions from a model's point of view, because it's probably worth you knowing if you're going to watch these vlogs, because it's what I'm going to be doing a lot of, and it's how I make a living in the world. I get asked quite a lot, Ted, how do you make money? Because I don't show too much of anything on Instagram. So allow me to explain it to you. Okay, we're headed up there. Did 11 and a bit kilometers this morning, still doing 10,000 steps. Way, the same route. I want to go around this corner. I have no idea what's there. I'm feeling explorative right now. And also I'm going to explain to you what I was talking about before from the little table rock. I think, if it's still there. I do have to climb over that rather sketchy crevasse though. Let's see how that goes. I don't know how I'm going to film that. Well, there is the table rock. And look, at least if we slip and fall in, it's nice and calm today. Oh God, this is dumb. Hey, we have arrived. That's the rock I want to shoot on. And this is the minor obstacle between us and it. I'm not doing that route. I think I'm gonna do that one. It actually doesn't look too bad. I could just be massively overhyping how difficult it's gonna be, but it is wet. I don't want it to be slippy. I really don't fancy ending up in the crevasse. And it like it's a very soft landing. Actually looks quite cool. Maybe we do go down. We're not gonna fall down, but I do want to go down, mabes. Okay, so as long as this stuff isn't slippy, fine. Oh, I'm just tripping over nothing. Oh, it's literally fine. It's literally fine. That is muddy. That's gonna be slippy. And then we're good. With one Achilles, this has gone well. That was actually just so easy. I was such a fucking baby. Okay, to the table. Oh. Ow, that's sharp. I actually don't know what's round this corner. I've never been on the other side of the crevasse before. What it looks like there isn't are other people, which is ideal. I mean, look. We've got a little, it's like a dinner table. I should have brought a chair. If I had like a generator, this would be such a good place to stream from. Can you imagine? That's the new streaming setup. Okay, let's see what lies a little further round. I need to remember that that is not attached. So when I go and stand on it, it doesn't snap off. Not that heavy, but I also don't want to ruin the landscape. The ocean is fucking huge, isn't it? How can you not be scared of it? Making me feel like a pirate being here. Ooh, looks like some pirates have been here. Ahoy! I'm not wearing shoes. Let's give that a wide berth. Okay, here's the overhang. What is actually round here? Oh, just another town? I don't really know what I was expecting. There was me being like, I'm gonna discover a new beach. Fucking idiot. I mean, I have discovered a new beach. For me, it is a new beach. But I mean, it's clearly not the first time the beach has been discovered. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you another beach. What the fuck is all this? I think we're gonna come back here tomorrow for a proper explore. This is gonna be a sick sunrise beach. This is gonna be an unreal sunrise beach. Can I even get down to it? Ah. Something of a hiccup in terms of beach access. Look, I can climb, but I'm just an idiot. We're gonna have to find another way to this beach. I'll find out what it's called and we might come back. Because I want to know what all that stuff is. I know what all this shit is. And there's no one on it. So it's like my perfect beach. That just makes me think of Far Cry. Now, let me explain to you what an agent actually does and give you a bit of insider knowledge into how the industry functions from my perspective as a model. The main reason having an agent is important for a model is they put you in front of the big brands. When a potential client has something that needs shooting, like a campaign or an advert, they will send out what's called a shoot brief to all the big agencies in their city, region, country, whatever the encatchment area may be, detailing the sort of model they want for a specific shoot. So they might say something like, we need 2 blokes, blonde hair, big beards, 6'6" to 6'8", and lots of tattoos. Agency will then send back a The agency will then send back a model package with everyone they have on their books that fits that description, which in this case would obviously not include me. However, if they were to say mid-length brown hair, blue eyes, devilishly handsome, charming, suave, charismatic, confident, and loves a sandwich, then they'd probably send Brad Pitt. So basically, for me to be in the running for those big jobs, I need to be signed with an agency. Now, some briefs can be pretty vague, literally just an age bracket and a gender, or some can be quite specific. I, over my career, have worked for quite a few different sporting brands. And within the sporting section of the industry, that can get quite specific. For example, if you're working for a rugby brand, like Canterbury, they're gonna want someone who looks like they play rugby. Big legs, thick neck. If it's an equestrian brand, they're gonna want someone who looks like, they're gonna want someone who can ride horses. If you stuck me in an equestrian brand shoot, which I imagine at some point I'd have to sit on a horse, I would not look relaxed or at home or comfortable at all, and therefore sell fucking nothing. If it's an athletics brand, they're gonna want someone who looks like they run track and field. And if it's a football brand, I don't know, they're gonna want someone who looks like they have the pain threshold of a 3-year-old. Not only are they going to want someone who looks like they do that sport, but more often than not, they're going to want someone who actually does. Like I mentioned with horse riding, if you're shooting for a horse riding client, they're going to want someone who can probably sit on a horse and maybe do some horse riding. If it's tennis, they're going to want someone who knows what they're doing and can play tennis. Because more and more these days, clients want video as well as stills, and people who buy tennis stuff know what tennis is meant to look like. Now, when an agent submits you to a client, they're going to send what is called your portfolio, which is a collection of images from previous shoots you've done, previous work. And this is something that an agent also helps you to develop to suit the clients in their region. They know what clients around there like, and different markets will be different. The market in Australia is very different to the European market, which is pretty different from the American market, which is different from the Japanese market, which is different from the South African market. They help you develop your portfolio to gear it up to what the clients in their region want. A good agent will anyway. For example, Ryan, who is my guy at 520, who I just signed, first conversation we had was about my book. He said he thought it needed more tailoring stuff in there, as in suits. And an hour later, I got an email saying he'd organized 2 shoots for me, both tailoring, 2 different photographers, one in a studio, one on location. Good agent. When you sign to an agency, you somewhat inherit their client relationships. The client likes an agency, they're more likely to trust them with who they're sending to the client for castings for various jobs. And these various jobs are the ones I'm trying to lock down. Now, does it mean that that client is just gonna like you purely because you're signed to a specific agency? No. You still have to, not be a dick. But it's definitely a nudge in the right direction from their standpoint. Also, a lovely thing from a model's point of view, having an agent means they deal with all the invoicing, they deal with all the negotiating. Again, if you're doing it on your own, negotiating deals with smaller brands on Instagram is fine. You've got to be very trusting that they'll pay, that you'll give them what they want. Having an agent takes all of that out. And when we start talking about these bigger jobs, it's not always necessarily a case of we want him for this day, these hours, he'll do this shoot, he'll go home, we'll pay him for that. When you start looking at these bigger jobs, your full campaign shoots, TV commercials, that sort of thing, sort of take into account usage for various regions, potential buyouts that might also be in the contract, stuff that is just way out of my wheelhouse to be negotiating. That's the agent's job. It also means that if negotiations get a little bit fruity for whatever reason, the agents are the ones doing it. I wouldn't lose face with the client. If things go sour for whatever reason, there's a dispute over pay, usage, blah, 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 blah. The agents deal with that. So it'll be the clients calling the agent a dick in the office rather than calling me a dick in the office. Now, does it mean instantly guaranteed success? No, not by any means. Does it give me better odds of landing better jobs? Absolutely. Not only do they have links to these awesome clients I might work with, they also know photographers, they know stylists, they know all these other people that are so crucial to your career as a model. They'll help you update your portfolio, put it in the direction you want it to go, adjust to various markets like we were talking about before. It's like a Swiss Army knife in the industry. Behind the scenes, a good agent will be sending you out to new clients every day, promoting. Because also, you got to remember, I don't pay these agents a salary. Agents get paid, they take a percentage of my pay and also apply agency fees on top of what the client pays total. So if I'm not working and earning, they aren't earning either. So there is your very surface level explanation of what I do for a living and how my industry works. Now, I'm going to enjoy the sunrise that I've kind of missed because I snoozed my alarm so many times. And then I've got some pretty funny DMs to show you.
Well, it's that time of the year again, only this time it's Australian. They've been in touch. And by they, I of course mean Love Island. The original message, I didn't mind. Hello Ted, how are you? My name's Abe, I'm reaching out on behalf of the casting team for Love Island Australia. Do you fancy having a chat about the upcoming series? That's fine. I didn't reply. In all honesty, I didn't see this. That was fine. I probably would have just left it anyway. Then, Abe hits me with, hey Ted, we love that you're playing hard to get. We just want a bit of chat. Now that has annoyed me. Let's not pretend Love Island lingo is how people actually talk. So, what I've decided to do is let you guys choose what I say. You guys can write the response. So write what you want me to say in the comments, and I will respond on camera next video. I don't know if there's a time limit to this. Now, actually, you know what? There's no limits to what you can say. I would rather you didn't, offend anyone. But you have my word, the most liked comment will be what I say to him.
Could this be a bad idea? This could be a bad idea. Okay, look, hear me out. I really like it in Terrigal. It's been a great base. Staying in my brother's room's been fantastic. Taking the pressure off a lot and me having to jump from place to place to place to place. Obviously it's free, which is ideal. I've been in here for a while now. I've spent maybe a total of 5-6 weeks here on this trip. I'm running out of things to do. And having just spent a month in Bondi where there was just endless stuff to do, coming back to a sleepy kind of countryside town, there's only so much time you can spend sitting on a beach, you know, which might sound like a ridiculous thing to say, but it's true. I know I'm getting bored because of the amount I'm eating. We go to Lemmy's again. I need to go back to Sydney. I really do. I'm pretty pumped about this though, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not doing nearly enough cardio to warrant eating this. But I've got a couple of shoots on Monday. It's Saturday. Tomorrow will be very clean eating. So today, doesn't have to be. Clearly. In other news, Blakely sent me a load of stuff ages ago out here to do some promo for. They sent me this t-shirt, which I've got like 4 of at home. Nice tee. However, it's not very Australian in as much as it's got sleeves. It's a little bit long and the neck's a little bit high. So, at the risk of ruining a perfectly good t-shirt, I think we should just chop the fuck out of it. I used to do this all the time with jeans and trousers. Yeah, I was one of those cool kids that used to distress my own jeans. I want to take some off here. It's a little bit long. The neck is, I think, where we're inevitably going to ruin this. And then obviously just cut the sleeves off. What do we think? I don't think this is going to go well. But it could look cool if I can remember how to do it. First of all, I need to just hack at this motherfucker with some scissors. Jesus Christ, can you tell there's not a lot to do around here? Okay. What I remember doing this before, and I think the most low risk cut is going to be the sleeves. And I think you want to go outside of the seam. Yeah? Yeah? Now, Blakely, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I think you want to go outside the seam. Something like that. Something like that. Oh, well, that already looks fucking terrible. So, have faith, have faith. Okay. Something like... I mean, that looks fine. Doing this without a mirror is an interesting choice. This is either going to look terrible, or you'll see this as a new product on the Blakely website shortly. I feel like that's sitting in an okay place. A little pointy, but we can solve that. Okay, sleeve 2. Look, one day when I can afford to hire a videographer that will be small, you'll get different angles of stuff like this. For now, I am the whole production team. It is just me and my tripod and my phone. Tripod, which is actually completely fucked. It's come for a few too many swims with me in the ocean, and is the telescopic part of it is just completely rusted together. Yup. 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 I mean, this should just be the easiest one by far, right? Okay. We officially have a sleeveless top. Not exactly groundbreaking stuff, but it already feels, more like the stuff I've been wearing here. Oh, okay, let's just move on, pretend that didn't happen. Take a few inches off the bottom, because she's a long boy right now. Now, remember, always take more off, can't undo a cut. So, I'm gonna go, actually, should I treat you all to an angle change? Oh my God, let's go crazy. There you go, you can have more of the horribly ugly barbecue in the background. Okay, so we wanted just like a little bit off the bottom, right? I'm not gonna go full LA douchebag, like cropped, but I'm wanting something. Let's do it like this. I'm thinking there, and I'm not gonna think twice, I'm just gonna commit. Now getting this as a straight line, an interesting job. This is clearly just the way of ruining a perfectly good t-shirt, but like I said, we've got a few of this exact tee. And Blakely, thank me later, I'll charge you per unit sold of this new pioneering product I'm making. Something's happening.
Something's happening, I'm feeling good about it. These two cuts are not the ones that I think are gonna be make or break. It's the neckline. Okay. See how we're looking. Wait, listen to this, you ready? That's the noise the telescopic part of my tripod now makes. Because there is so much rust, salt, and sand therein. Has he done it too short? Has he done it just right? I think he's done it absolutely perfectly, in fact. Ooh. No, I think we're good there. Okay, now it's this. Hey, look, okay, that's pretty pointy. That looks a bit like a poncho. We'll maybe cut down. Let's just attack this neckline. I think what we're gonna do is we just cut that bit completely off. Yeah? What does the seam look like on the inside? I'm nervous about cutting that. Well, fuck it, let's do it. We ball. Okay, steady. Oh, I've ruined the t-shirt. I've clearly ruined this t-shirt. Stay with me. Okay. All right, this could be something. Got it. I can go my Depop as a headband if anyone wants it. Okay. Telescope, motherfucker. Oh, that doesn't sound good at all. I'm getting a phone call from one of the boys I live with. Hold up. Okay, here's the moment of truth. You're gonna go there so I can kind of use the window as a mirror. I actually can't see. Oh, what he's done there is completely ruin a t-shirt. Is it rescuable? It's quite hard to see. But that feels like quite a deep. Well, that's completely fine. I reckon if I cut like a little thing here, this has to be perfectly central. Smart man would take this off to do this. Not me. I cut. I'm using the mirror, the window behind you as a mirror. Something like. Why do I try and do these things? Lately, this is not the pioneering product I thought it was going to be. You just can't wear this, right? Oh, that is actually not completely fucked. Well, that's done. Let's try and track down Tom, because getting a phone call like that is never a good thing. If he's been out on a bike ride for 5 hours now, hoping the big dog is still alive. Well, that is one failed project. There's a reason I wear the clothes and don't make them. Back to the drawing board. And by back to the drawing board, I mean straight into the bin. I'm going to assume he's not dead. Well, you might be dead. Yo, you good?
I fucking slapped into a barrier, mate. Lost concentration. Like a sharp fucking road barrier.
Are you alright?
Yeah, and then immediately some guy shouted at me and said, "That's what you get for being in fucking tight." But I don't even know what he said. I wish he crashed. And now I'm getting abused, like.
Charming. But you don't need me to come scoop you up?
I've got a bit of a deep laceration on the wrist. I need to just get some bandage on it. Probably my bike's working now. The reason I called is because actually I thought the bike was fucked, but I managed to fix it.
I swear you come off so much. How fast were you going when you hit the barrier?
Like 30k an hour.
Fucking
Oh no.
Alright boy, well I'm glad you're not dead.
Yeah man, alright.
Fucking eyes on the road, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright mate, catch you in a bit. Bye.
Yeah, It's live.
Funny how doctors talk, isn't it? I've got quite a bad laceration on my left wrist. You got a cut on your wrist.
How we going, bruv?
Bruv.
Is it bad? The hero returns.
Bad.
Really? That bad? Who dressed?
The lunch quite deep.
Who dressed it? Of course you're a doctor. Stupid question. How's the bike?
Like, skipping gears, but probably back.
Fine. How far did you go in the end?
100
Jeez! Let's have a look. This is what you bought for your arm? Wow.
period pain relief.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
16-year-old girl at the counter looks at me like, I was like, we've got a bandage and I'll have these, please. She's thinking, what the fuck?
Good morning, we're back in Sydney, thank God. Big busy day going on Monday morning, new agency meetings. Oh, sorry mate. Plenty of shoots going on. I can't tell if he was angry at me or not. I got my headphones in, I can't hear him. Busy day today. So I'm gonna end this video here and start the next video from like there. I've got to shoot for 2 hours in an hour and a half. Then I have to go get some new digital pictures done. Then I've got castings for brands out here. But thank you guys for watching, I appreciate you. And I will see you all in about 20 seconds from there. Later.